Hello and welcome to Prime News. Now we'll look at the headlines. Mining ban still continues in state. Ban to continue till government decides to grant fresh leases. Court upholds suspension by state and central government. Supreme Court order on Goa mining carries nationwide implications. 70% mines in India may be shut down following order. Exclusive report. Low-grade ore from Goa may not find any takers in domestic or international markets. China enforcing new pollution control law. Former Mines Director Arvind Lolienkar refutes charges against him. Says he wasn't dormant against any law violators. Defence Frost International. And Dempo's support for Olympic gold quest can fuel Olympic dreams of Goan athletes. OGQ provides scholarship for talented young athletes. And now the news in detail. Mining ban still continues in the state. Suspension by the state and central government will continue till government decides to grant fresh leases. Supreme Court has upheld mining suspension by the state and central government. The Apex Court has cancelled all the leases and has asked the state and central government to issue fresh leases and environmental clearances. Till date, suspension order of the state and central government continues. Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar suspended mining operation on 10 September 2012. On 14 September 2012, Ministry of Environment and Forest suspended all the environmental clearances granted to the mines in the state. Supreme Court has upheld both the orders of the government stating that deemed mining leases of the lessee in Goa expired on 22 November 2007 and therefore all the mining leases after 2007 are illegal. Supreme Court has stated in his order that the order dated 10 September 2012 of the Government of Goa and the order dated 14 September 2012 of the MOEF will have to continue till decisions are taken by the state government to grant fresh leases and decisions are taken by the MOEF to grant fresh environmental clearances for mining projects. At initial stage, Goa government can e-auction extracted ore. Secondly, government has to enforce the schemes and other measures recommended by the Supreme Court. According to sources, government has decided to e-auction extracted iron ore. Out of 11.48 million tons of extracted ore, 1.67 million tons has been auctioned. Mines and Geology Department will auction third slot before rainy season. Sources also informed that vessel belonging to Bagadia Brothers is allowed to ship its second shipment. On Friday, vessel will be docked at Mormugao Port Trust. It will sail iron ore worth 1,10,000. Reporter Mahesh Khadi for Prudent. The Supreme Court order on Goa mining has shook entire mining and steel industry in India as the order carries nationwide implications. Data obtained by Prudent clearly reveals that 60% mines in India are running on deemed renewal clause, which is held illegal by the Apex Court. Federation of Indian Mineral Industries has confirmed to Prudent that as many as 70% mines in India can be shut down as the result of this order. Here is an exclusive report. Prudent highlighted yesterday how it will take close to 3 years if government decides to issue fresh leases and restart mining operations in Goa. Today we focus on how the Supreme Court order has nationwide implications. Industry sources tell us the following. Around 60% mines in India run on deemed renewal. Supreme Court has held the deemed clause illegal. All these mines can be shut immediately. Shutting down can lead to collapse of steel industry. Consequences of major job loss and financial crisis. Experts say if any activist or NGO challenges functioning of such mines in their own respective state, the High Court can immediately order shutting down of the operations of these mines. The Goa mining verdict has set a precedent. Federation of Indian Mineral Industries, also known as FIMI, places this figure of mines running on deemed clause to 70%.
A deeming clause that is applicable to 70% of all mineral industries in all of India. And ते जर फाल्याच्यान बंद जाले, including captive mines of the steel plants, जाल्यार mineral industry कितें हाल जातले ते आमी समजूंक शकता.
Legal pundits across India are currently analyzing the order. For now, it depends upon the states to decide whether to implement this order in their territory or no. But any organization can now refer to this order and demand shutting down of any mine active on deemed renewal clause in any part of India. This order has posed a big challenge before the state as well as union government, as any such move can jeopardize entire steel industry in this country. Bureau Report, Prudent. Goan mining dependents, transporters and miners are demanding doubling up of the ore extraction limit of 20 million tons and allow export of dumps. But neither local nor international markets are in a position to respond to Goa's call. Experts say slowdown in steel capacity addition and the new pollution control regulation in China may make things even tougher for Goan miners. The Supreme Court has lifted mining ban in Goa, bringing cheers to several mining dependents. But how long will this cheer last? Market situation hints that the low-grade ore the state produces may not find many takers in local or international markets, especially its one biggest buyer, China. China is amending its environmental protection law to give government more powers to shut polluting factories and punish officials. China's legislature will consider the amendments during its current session. China now buys more iron from Australia. India was the world's third largest iron ore exporter after Australia and Brazil until 2 years ago. Former executive director of Sesa Stellite, P.K. Mukherjee said, "Winning back customers would be a big challenge for Goa miners as customers have shifted to different ore mix for their blast furnaces. Miners will have to fight hard and may even need to provide huge discounts for gaining back customers. State government will have to come up with a model for reduction of capacities. Regulatory cost including high export duty and now additional burden of 10% of sales contribution to Goa Iron Ore Fund have made mining uneconomical. In past, when ore exports were booming, miners enjoyed margins of as high as 50%. Now it may come down to a mere 10%. Back home too, there are not many takers for Goa's lower grade ore. In the past 2 e-auctions of about 1.62 million tons ore, no steelmaker had actively participated. So far, the auctions have seen high participation from mine owners themselves, in addition to exporters. The government had plans to sell 15 million tons iron ore lying idle through e-auction, but had to discontinue following sharp fall in price. Experts say Indian steelmakers may never use Goa ore as it would involve high transportation and beneficiation cost. Though the Supreme Court's verdict has brought cheers and a hope for the mining dependents, both the international and the domestic market seems raising an uncertainty as to how long will the cheer last. Bureau Report, Prudent. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.